We'll continue this morning with the DAR Patriots and Coach Kyle Davis. Coach, it's good to see you back out of the area for a few years, but back in over at Grant at DAR. Good to see you here at Marshall County Media Day for your first time, I guess, here.
Right.
But we'll let the guys, if you want to introduce them, or let them introduce themselves and some opening comments about this year's Patriots, please.
Absolutely. First off, I'll introduce who's with me today. We'll start here at the end. That's Marlon Diaz. Marlon plays linebacker for us and some H-back. Have Seth Satterfield. He plays linebacker and running back. Have Adam Newton. He plays offensive and defensive line. Dalton Morrow plays offensive and defensive line. And Trevor Ball plays secondary and receiver. All these guys are seniors. They're guys that, have gone through a tough situation, 4 coaches in 4 years. I kind of feel like I'm typecast a little bit like that episode of Seinfeld. You show up with a Patriot trying to rebuild a program again. But, man, it's been a great opportunity for us. We are excited about what this year has to offer. Coming in, I think it was very easy for guys. And we have 14 kids, I think, that played last year that aren't playing this year. I think it was easy for guys to look at a situation and say, it's just going to be a lot of the same. But these guys right here and a couple other seniors and I think we have 12 or 14 maybe that are returning. They decided to stick it out with us, and it hadn't been easy. It's been tough. We try to, I really haven't changed as far as the person that I am when building a program. We try to base it off of 3 principles that we have, and one is getting comfortable with the uncomfortable. 2 is showing up when you feel like it and showing up when you don't. And the 3rd is we're going to develop grit. And these guys have really kind of bought into what we're doing. We have 21 workout days, so you can look up here, and between these 5, they got opportunity to have 105 days, and I think between all of them they missed about 7 total together, and that's family vacation, or some of us, hey, we're multi-sports guys. Some of these guys are on our competitive cheer team. They went to cheer camp at Alabama, and so reasons for missing were mostly athletic. So they're here. They show up, like I said, when they feel like it, when they don't. We've had guys who have been injured that showed up and done those things. So we're excited about what's going on. We know we got a long way to go. We know it's a tough road to hoe, but at the same time, I believe that these guys believe in what me and my staff are doing, and we definitely believe in them that they can get it done. So we're really looking forward to getting the season kicked off.
Coach, could you talk about your work this summer, OTAs, 7-on-7s, and also what changes you bringing maybe offensively and defensively to this year's Patriot team?
So we were able to attend 4 7-on-7s. One was actually a multi-camp at Madison County. They did a big man challenge, and they did a 7-on-7. At that camp, our big guys, big skill as I like to call them, they actually came in second with a lot of big-time schools there, one 7A school there. And we really got to see them perform. On the skill side of it, we've struggled a little, but again, this is the first time any of these kids have ever gone to a 7-on-7. None have ever experienced 7-on-7. So obviously the first time was a little bit of a learning curve for us, but each 7-on-7 we went to, we got better. We learned the offense. And, for my style of offense, 7-on-7 is great because, we're not a team that goes out there and just makes up plays. We're actually running our offense there. We have a lot of young players that are going to be playing. We have a 9th grade quarterback. We have a couple of 9th grade receivers. We have an 8th grade receiver, 8th grade running back. And so if you like you see here, we have a couple of senior skill guys. So it was really good for them to get the reps. And obviously, like everybody said earlier, it's not real football, but it is live reps as far as going against the defense and being able to understand coverages and read coverages on the offensive side, and then on the defensive side, being able to interject your coverages onto their offensive scheme. So we got better, which is the key of what we got to look at this year is continuing to get better every single day. And it was just a good learning experience for us, and I really think it's going to give us a little momentum going into fall camp, starting on the 7th.
This is for the players. Coach Davis, you spoke on this. 4 coaches in 4 years. It's tough to build trust. So far, guys, any of you that wants to answer, what is your impression of Coach Davis? Because I know that's the most important thing here is you've got to have trust in your football coach if you're going to be successful.
Well, when he first came in, I was pretty skeptical, but, new coach and everything, you're going to be kind of skeptical and whatnot. And when he came the first couple of weeks and whatnot, I started to really get used to him and realize what he's wanting to do for our program and everything. And in my opinion, he's a really, really great coach.
Sorry. So when he first came, we had guys dropping out saying that they really didn't trust him. Once I saw him and he told me a little bit, about what he has done for other high schools, I started to like him. I mean, I knew he was the real deal. I'm glad he decided to take up this job. 4 coaches, that's a lot of coaches, But this guy, he's really trying to build a great program here at DAR. So I'm really proud that he's came to us and he's been working us like he wants something really good out of us. So yeah, I really trust him a lot.
Coach, we've known you several years now. We've had you on our show countless number of times. You've always had a lot of high energy, and you seem like the type guy that you need to be sent somewhere you like the challenge of building a program. When you first got to Grant, Alabama, and you looked at what you had facility-wise and guys-wise, what was your first thoughts that went through your head, the first steps that you had to take to build this program back up?
Yeah, I think that we're all blessed with certain gifts, right? And I think, one of my redemptive gifts is just being a builder, man. I look at situations that, and obviously I don't think it's about me. I think it's more about just what I've been blessed with, and we have an idea and we have a formula we think we can put together to generate, the success that we need. And the facilities when we got to Grant, I feel like that we have a great weight room. It needs to be updated just like everybody else, but we have a great weight room, a beautiful campus, beautiful facilities, beautiful football field. If you've never been to see a football game at Grant on Friday night when that sun sets behind the back there, it's just, it's picturesque. And they just needed leadership, I felt like, and needed love, Like Jeff said, hey, I've been around this thing since 2003. The 23-year-old head coach at Geraldine had no clue about what he was doing, obviously, and had no business with it, to being 43 now and being in this spot. And, a lot's changed for me as a coach in what I see as success and what I see as, being able to be successful. And obviously, impact on kids is number one, and you think, well, anybody should know that, but when you're young, you really don't. You don't really realize what it's like. But being able to see these guys, and like I said, this is what Adam talked about and what Marlon talked about, you could see it on their face, man. It was like, yeah, whatever, this dude, and I could tell, I really could, and I knew at that point in time it was my job to show them that this is who I am, this is what I do, and I challenged them. I said, reach out to guys that I've coached before. I asked them, if what I say is not what I do, because in a lot of times, like you said, that trust factor is what it is. And Larry Bolin, our principal, and Colonel Nair, our board member, and Dr. Wiggler, our superintendent, man, everything that they told me that they were going to do, hiring me coaches, giving me opportunities to get people in, we have. These guys right here, they're probably going to have the best coaching that they've ever had, top to bottom. We have some great coaches on our staff. We've hired in some great coaches. We've retained some great coaches. And as far as building, that's where it starts right there. It's the knowledge of the game. Showing those guys every day that, hey, like I said, show up when you feel like it, show up when you don't. We may not feel good, we're going to be there. We may feel great, we're going to be there. We're going to entrust this knowledge on you. We're going to impart this knowledge on you. We're going to teach you the game, and we're going to show you how to play it. At the end of the day, we can't make you do it, but we sure can show you how to do it. And I've told them multiple times, I can't guarantee how many wins we're going to have. I can't guarantee we're going to have a win. Nobody can do that sitting up here. But what I can guarantee is this. What we are offering them is giving them the opportunity to get a win. We are giving them the tools that they need to go out there and garner those wins. And at the end of the day, it's going to be up to them to take hold of it.
I want to ask this to each one of the players. Coach, you talked about the things that you did this summer. Guys, as you participated with your teammates this summer, do you feel like the team is coming together the way you guys as senior leaders would like for the team to come together going into the fall camp?
Yes, I believe because in the past it felt like our team hasn't been as close together as it can be. And this year with Coach Davis just coming, he took our football program by the reins, and he really has helped to bring our football team closer together as a whole. So as we're working out, we have more connections. We're pushing each other more in the weight room, also out in the field. But it's also just an overall better experience with all these coaches helping us.
Any of you other guys want to comment on that?
Sure. So, like Seth said, he really took control of us. You know, he wants us to make memories as seniors. You know, because last year, you know, there's not a whole lot going on for us. You know, this is our fourth coach, like I said earlier before. But yeah, I mean, our team has been closer together. I mean, we've made a lot of memories these past few months. I mean, I'm just. He's been doing pretty good. I mean, he's been showing us how to take control of it. You know, he's been telling us, right, to support each other on our lows. You know, because who knows what's going to happen next. So you know, we try to help each other to motivate ourselves in the weight room, on the field. Even when, you know, we're down by, you know, a point, we try to motivate ourselves to keep pushing ourselves. So yeah, I mean, we've been pretty close, I guess, from the past few years.
Coach, we'll wrap it up with you with just one question. Looking down your schedule, you open with Sardis coming up, I guess, a month from tomorrow night on the 25th. Just talk about the schedule and the challenges of your schedule here as you open up with a couple of Marshall County teams. Or Sardis is not Marshall County.
Yeah, but you know, I mean, yeah, I'm with you. You know, our challenge is going to be our challenge all year long. You know, as I said earlier, I think if you look at our team 7 through 12, we've got about 43 players on our roster. You know, in key positions, we're playing young guys. You know, like I said, we're playing a freshman at quarterback. We're playing two eighth graders one at a strong outside linebacker, one at a, you know, slot guy, guys that are in just, you know, key positions. And I've talked to these older guys, and I've talked to them about, look, you know, they're probably going to get in situations where it's going to be tough on them. You know, I mean, that you try being 14, 13 years old playing against 17, 18-year-old kids in a fast-paced, you know, varsity game. It's going to be tough. So that's going to be the challenge week in and week out. You know, and, you know, it's no different, though, when at West End, you know, we were playing 13 kids a game, you know, but the difference was they were playing about 13 and 14 a game. Now we're going to be going against rosters of 50 and 60 kids, and they're probably going to play anywhere from 25 to 30 kids a game. So we've really, you know, worked our guys hard in the offseason trying to be in shape because they're going to have to take a lot of snaps. You know, there are teams on our schedule that I feel like we're going to be able to go out and compete against, you know. Obviously, every single one of them I feel like has great coaching. You know, like you said, Sardis right off the bat with BJ being there now. You know, yeah, he's never been a head coach before, but, man, he's been around some great programs, some great coaches that I'm sure he's taken a lot from, and Sardis is going to be ready for us for sure. And, you know, Douglas, you know, they've really come into their own in our county and what they've done. So, you know, I think really the biggest thing is just – and I've kind of told our guys is every single week, it really doesn't matter who we're playing. We got to get better ourselves. You know, we got to focus on, you know, and I tell them this, I can't control anything that happened, you know, before March 1st of 2023. But we can start from that point right there and look at ourselves and say, all right, March 1st, 2024, where are we? You know, where are we as a program? And, you know, I'm going to be there. They know I'm going to be there. Unless I'm dead, I tell them I'm going to be there. And so, you know, that schedule week in and week out, you know, after we've looked up there and whether it's got a W for the Patriots or not, you know, we're going to evaluate ourselves and we're going to say, hey, are we better this week than we were last week? And if we can look at that and say yes, then we're going to take it however we're going to take it, and we're going to keep improving. I told these guys yesterday, and, you know, I don't mind saying this in public, you know, I've appreciated the fact that they've made me earn this situation, made me earn who I am in their life, and made me earn who I am for their football team, because I don't think it would be worth it if it wasn't. These guys, like I said, they didn't just come in and say, yeah, man, we'll trust you. They wanted to look me out. They wanted to feel me over and make sure that everything that I said was true. And they've stuck with me and done the things they've done. And so hopefully, you know, we can give them a really, really good senior experience. And I just tell them every day, man, if we show up, keep doing what we're supposed to do. I know what the outlook's like. I know what everybody says. But that's why we line it up and play it, and you just never know. And I'm looking forward to it. And I really believe if you come out to Grand on a Friday night and you check this team out, you're going to look at them and say, man, this is really not what I expected. They're a really good football team.
All right, Coach, thanks. Thanks, guys, for being with us. Good luck to the Patriots this year.
Thank you for having us.